All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the 168 or 75 pound division, or 168 pound division, where Canelo Alvarez is reportedly considering fighting David Benavidez after his fight with Terence Crawford. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 168 pound division, where it appears that Turki Alashik is starting to recognize that not a lot of people are particularly interested in this Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford fight, at least as is compared to the fights that these two guys should be having. But before I get into it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for what you do. And this is a video that I'm very, very happy to be making, because word is out that Turki Alashik has stated that he intends to make Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez after the Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight. This, I do think, is very, very, very good news. Very good news. Because I think that this is something now that, how can I say, Canelo Alvarez is going to have to do something after this Terence Crawford fight. Because win, lose, or draw, nobody else is trying to hear about him fight anybody else. And this is about as far as he can possibly stretch it in the mind of most boxing fans. Now, before I get into the details, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this. It really does help the channel out a lot. But let's get into this, man, because I'm telling you, this time I believe it. If Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, after they fight on September 13th, if Canelo Alvarez wins that fight, and I'm telling you, I do not believe that it is a foregone conclusion that Canelo Alvarez will win that fight. I think that he's a favorite. He's definitely my favorite to win that fight, but it's not a foregone conclusion that he's going to win that fight. However, what is a foregone conclusion is that Canelo Alvarez is going to fight somebody else after Terence Crawford. And who that fighter is going to be, I think he's at the end of the road as far as fighting the guy that he's supposed to be fighting. One of the reasons that this fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford is not as enticing as you would think it is because neither one of those fighters were meant to fight each other, because neither one of them were ever on tracks to fight each other for the entire time that these guys have been in their career. And to have Terence Crawford jump up 3 weight classes when there are people right there at 154 pounds that he could be fighting and he could have defended his title against, guys like Jaron Ennis, guys like the guy Tim Tszyu, Fundora, who he said he had wanted to fight before. That's who people are interested in seeing Terence Crawford fight, if they're interested to see Terence Crawford fight at all. Canelo Alvarez has even a more obvious opponent that is right there in his face and that he does not have any room to continue to duck. And that is, without a doubt, David Benavidez. David Benavidez he's now at 175, but he said he will go back down to 168 to fight Canelo there. But David Benavidez was long time in that weight division, the best guy in that division other than Canelo Alvarez. And people in the boxing public have been asking Canelo Alvarez to have it. But instead of that, we get this crazy fight that nobody's really that excited about, kind of a sideshow Bob freak show type of fight in Canelo and Terence Crawford, instead of the substantive fights that where we could really see who the best in that division is. Because if Canelo beats Terence Crawford, he's still not the best in the 168-pound division, as long as David Benavidez is willing to go back down there and fight, right? So why do I feel more optimistic about this? I feel more optimistic because Turki Alashik says he is going to try to make it. Now, why do I feel optimistic? Because he said that. Because he actually made a step in that regard by getting, my understanding is by having David Benavidez being on another one of these cards that they have coming up. I can't remember the name of the card, but it was an interview where they're sitting down trying to get David Benavidez to fight, David Benavidez to fight on a rehab card season. I do believe the person that they were trying to get him to fight is Anthony Yard, the at light heavyweight. Anthony Yard, if you're not familiar, had lost to Arthur Baturbia, but people thought he put up a spirited fight with him. He's a good fighter. Anthony Yard's a good light heavyweight out of the UK, athletic dude. I think he continues to get better and better in his career. So, I mean, if David Benavidez is willing to fight him, then I think that's an overture towards the PBC that could have set that fight up for whenever those guys are going to have the fight next. If it's not in, I think, when does he usually fight? Maybe next Cinco de Mayo, or I do believe that sometimes Canelo will sneak in a December fight if it's again. But if Canelo sneaks in a December fight, it's going to be against somebody that's just no good whatsoever. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that that Canelo Alvarez will eventually change his mind, and that he'll give us the fight that he should give boxing. And let me tell you why I believe that David Benavidez is owed a fight by Canelo Alvarez. That's because Canelo Alvarez got that fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. If Floyd Mayweather Jr. had not given Canelo Alvarez the opportunity to get on that big stage with him, you don't know if Canelo Alvarez's star would have gotten to where it is. And to a certain extent, the fighters have a duty to fight fighters in their divisions that they know are the best, that could put up the best competition. And at a certain point in time in your career, you should also give somebody there, if it's an opportunity for the torch to be passed, don't duck the guy, don't stall the guy out, Canelo, for 20, 30, for 10 years, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but that's what happens in a lot of times in boxing, man. People try to stall people out. Terence Crawford stalled out Jaron Ennis, accused him of being all kind of ducks when he knew perfectly well that he never had any intention whatsoever on fighting Jaron Ennis, right? Canelo Alvarez, I hope, has the intention to fight David Benavidez, and I hope that Turki Alashik actually has the ability to get him to do it. I don't see how he can, though, because if he's actually paying the type of money he's talking about paying with Canelo Alvarez, what does Canelo Alvarez care about money for anymore? It's going to be like, no, give me something, give me an easier alternative, which honestly, Terence Crawford is an easier alternative to Terence Crawford because of the size, the fact that he's acclimated to the weight class, the fact that he's coming with a million punches in a fight. Just a shame that we can't get this fight and the fight that we all deserve. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.